Howdy. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully staying motivated, hydrated. Let's get it started. All right. So, as the title suggests, I love this game, but it drives me nuts. No. So, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Yeah, I know this was before the Civil War, this quote. A lot of people think it was during the Civil War he said that. Anyway, I love this game, but there are things that need to be corrected. One is the readiness. The readiness in the early part of the game, like 1861, 1862, is just downright horrible, man. Like, I can't get my armies to do anything. But the Confederates, on the other hand, are able to move around. I literally whip them like. I literally did a Mike Tyson on a Confederate army, right? I TKO that army. And then, like, a few days later, it's back. That doesn't make sense. So, not only is this army, the battle was here, not only did the army fall back here, but like maybe like 2 or 3 days later, it moved back north. My army was here. And for some reason, my army retreated to this town and then north. The only thing I can think of is the morale is at 35%. But it's weird because I won the battle. Why is the morale so bad? I don't. It's just. I do like that it says the following units are unhappy with their commanders. I like that. Colonel Zook. Anyway, so other few things that drive me nuts is it's 1861. Look at this, 96,000 Confederates to my 53,000. I've won multiple battles, including I think a major battle. I took the Confederate capital. Excuse me. I lost that a few days, like a week or two later. But I got the Confederate capital, all this good stuff. And whenever I try to add brigades, I can't. Like, I can't. So, I mean, some of these go up to like. I mean, if I win a minor battle or a major battle, this will go up slightly. Not to the point where I can even form a brigade. So that drives me nuts. I just honestly. And I know a lot of games do this. Like Civil War II did this, where they overpowered the Confederates in 1861 to give that, so they're not overrun. But the trick is, they should be overrun, right? I want realism. I don't want balance. I want realism. There should be actually two things to this game: balance or realism. You can choose at the beginning. That's what I would. Oh, that's not good. Let's see how this works out. So they brought up 25,000 men. I have 21,000 men. Let's see how that rolls. And then I got this army. It's going to head here, liberate Chicago, because Chicago is taken. Yeah, I know. And there's a few other things I'll think of as the game goes on that drive me a little bit crazy. Let me check the chat so I'm not ignoring anybody. I will be buying a new game today. That World War I game. I'll do like a first impressions of it. Jeez, 1,200 men, that's it? And of course his readiness is garbage. Gotta love that. See how this battle's progressing. I mean, They're sieging the... Oh, you got Beauregard in here. The only thing I'm concerned about is there's a major trying to hold the fort. Yeah, I guess I'll hold off. I don't see anything happening here, so don't see the Confederates attacking. Other things that just popped up in my head here. All right, so recruiting numbers are low. Some of you people are going to be like, hey, go in here, go to military and add more, what do you call it, recruiting officers. I've been doing that. Trust me, I've been doing that, my friends. It hasn't really made much of a difference. I think I did this 3 times in the last couple months. Barely anything. I think maybe I was able to form maybe 1 brigade, if that. And the one thing that really drives me nuts here is for recruitment bounties, you have to wait until 1862, the Demon of War. So you first have to get this, then you could do recruitment bounties. And that's 152 days. I don't think recruitment bounties should be a tech thing, you know? I think this should be like a list of policies, not by date or in order. This should be just like a list. All right, you want to implement this policy, you want to implement that policy. You just click on a policy and you click yes, right? That's it. You know, I hate having to click this and then click this and then go here, and then that's going to take like 2 years. You know, I just wish you can just do a recruitment policy of additional bounties, you know? I mean, that's not a new thing in the Civil War, you know? Still nothing happening. I got the army of Southern Virginia. You know, whenever I drive up to Brooklyn, right, I always go up this way pretty much. Most of the time. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Whose unit is routed? Oh, crap. I see more armies coming. Hold on. I see more troops coming in. Army of Shenandoah, 22,000. Army of West Tennessee, well, 80 guys. So this is going to be tough. I mean, I wish I could bring this army in, but I think I could hold Washington with the forces I have here. In either case, I have no more troops. I can't take that army that's heading to Chicago and move them back. Chicago's a major city. I thought... Isn't it supposed to tell me how many soldiers are KIA'd? Casualties 0. Alright, so 2 to 13. Oh, crap. 0 for 2. I'm assuming this means 0 for them, 2 from me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack. And the reason why is, the reason I'm probably losing guys, as you can see here, I'm obviously losing a lot, 2 to 15. It's because this major is in command, which is not good. Leadership is backwards, so I'm going to assault. Because I have no choice. I have to assault. And I have to do it quick before this army gets within range, which is another 22,000 men. The best I can do is hit them, break that Confederate Army of the Northwest, destroy them, or rout them pretty bad, and then as the Army of the Shenandoah comes up, deal with that army. You know, I can't change this commander. I should have freaking done that in the beginning, but whatever. So we're going to go to war. Get your bayonets ready. I was always a friend of Southern rights, but an enemy of Southern wrongs. Oh, interesting. You know, all the studies, all the books you read about the Civil War, if you break it down to one thing, one thing, and that thing is a quote: "Rich man's war, poor man's fight." The rich, the wealthy, rich people, were the cause of the Civil War. You know, there was a interesting, was it 1860? Most of the South didn't care because most of the South didn't own slaves, right? It wasn't until the rich people utilized the newspapers and such and made it a racial issue, right? And if you read books like Battle Cry of Freedom and stuff like that, you'll see in there that most of the South was not on board with the Civil War. They were like, I don't care. Like, take the slaves away. I really don't care. I don't. It's kind of like, the government coming in and taking away BMWs. Oh, I don't own a BMW. I'm not going to own a BMW. Like, I mean, I guess that's a bad analogy because these are human lives, not a car. So yeah, I take that back. But most of the South didn't own slaves, so they wouldn't care about this being taken away from them. It was only until the rich people came forward and say, "Hey, you now are going to have to fight for jobs with, African Americans, and you're gonna, lose your money. Your entire way of life is gonna change." Basically, scaring them until the point of like making them care for it. Which, let's be honest, you know, the Civil War ended, and nothing really changed in the South. African Americans after the Civil War were free, and they were starting to get paid. It was the only difference, right? They were getting paid for their labor now. Didn't affect, the poor middle class Southern whites out there. So it was just in a way, it's brainwashing them, and you see that a lot in history, where rich people, and I'm not gonna make this like a class thing, but it just drives me nuts. Like, the writer's strike is going on, right? And I'm a big Marvel fan. I love Star Trek, right? So I really get like motivated when these new shows come out and such. New Marvel, which World War One game? It's gonna be this. Hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, I was. It's this one right here. Hold on. The Great War Western Front. It's 20% off, right? The image of the Southern general as the common man's general is very misplaced. Yeah, yeah. And how many of those aristocrats actually fought in the war? None. I mean, they paid. If correct me if I'm wrong, I know I'm not wrong, but if you own a certain amount of slaves, you didn't have to fight in the war, right? Your job was to care for your plantation, and that's like effed up, right? So not only did they start the war, but they didn't fight it, right? So, and you have this now with like the writer's strike, right? Like I was saying, I'm a big, Star Trek, Marvel fan, right? Uh, Everything's on hold. Whatever Marvel shows and Star Trek shows and Star Wars shows that are coming out, that's it. There's nothing being made anymore. And it's been like that for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. No production has been going on. And even if you start up production, it's not going to be like, oh, yeah, Right Strike's over. Let's start tomorrow. No, you have to. I mean, it's a process to get these programs and these projects restarted because they're. I mean, it's been weeks at this point, and the longer it goes, the more difficult it is to start these projects back up. And it's all the wealthy corporate executives. It's all them. In fact, what was it? I was just reading a news article about what is this piece of garbage? David Zaslav, who is the American media executive, president of Warner Brothers. He was actually booed at the University of Boston graduation ceremony by everybody, and I was like, good, good. Hopefully, somebody spit on him because he's part of the problem. You know, if writers are coming to you and they're getting little to no money for what they do, right? They get little to no money for what they do. And they're asking, all right, well, since everything's switched from cable to streaming, we would like the same kind of revenue that we got with the cable. Corporate executives like, no, no, we're not doing that. Why not? Well, because it's additional money. Well, it's money that we already got. We just want to switch to streaming because we had it in cable. Why can't we get the same money? And this is how piece of garbages they are. Like, they are rich. These corporate executives are rich. They have tens of millions, in some cases, hundreds of millions of dollars, but they want more money. And it's like, for what? You already own how many boats? You already own how many houses? You can get whatever you want right now. You can go to the store and buy whatever you want. Why do you need an extra $3 million bonus? Why are you going to take that money from the writers? Are you? I mean, this must be some kind of mental problem. Something like I don't know. It may I don't know. And I have family and friends. Once they make that first $1 million, they change. They become assholes. And I just, oh man, I tell you guys, it gets so like frustrating. You guys see that? Look at this. The lighting on this is weird. Check this out. I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe it's because, I don't know, the sun or something. Anyway, but yeah, so it just, I don't know, it pisses me off. I don't know where my army is. I'm assuming they're going to come from. Oh, there they are. And the Confederates are coming from here. Well, this is going to be a fast battle. But I mean, it pisses me off because as every day goes on, right? It's less and less content that we're getting, less and less movies and TV shows. And I'm one of those people that I find enjoyment. Like I really love watching my favorite TV shows, whether it be Mandalorian or Star Trek or what have you. I love watching these. They're a stress relief, from dealing with all the garbage that's going on. But we're not getting any of that anytime soon because, well, like I just told you. And it really pisses me off. Like I try to stay positive, but man, guys, I'll tell you, greed, greed's gonna destroy the human race. It's gonna destroy the human race. And there's some other provisions that the writers are asking for, like please don't let they don't want AI to be incorporated into their jobs, which is totally reasonable because studios are considering using AI to write scripts. And writers are like, well, this is kind of like the end of our job if we don't make a deal or some kind of precaution here, you know, and it can do that. I mean, if you use AI now, you can have AI build web pages for you, even pieces of programs like games and stuff like that. So a script for an AI is going to be nothing. So, I mean, it's something that needs to be addressed. And man, anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that because it just gets me pissed off, and I'm trying not to be pissed off. What? Mag, can you let him outside? Let him outside. Alex, I'm not going outside. So, I see some Confederates here. Is there a road here? Yeah, this is a road. This is a big road, too. Check this out. I'll have Hancock come down this lane. Technically, at this point, we don't outnumber the Confederates. They technically have the superiority in terms of numbers. But I'm hoping that my tactical skills will suffice. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but Howard, 1,600 men. Jeez, I forgot these divisions are just in bad shape because, jeez, look at this, guys. Fourth division with 827 men. It has the same number of a regiment. No, Alex, I'm not going outside. Oh, that's right. I don't have the full 20,000. I have to wait for my other army to show up. The Army of New England with... it's going to be here in an hour. All right, it's not bad. I could deal with 1 hour. So, the plan of action is this. Have an army come down this way. Have another army come down this way. 2 divisions this way. And the rest of them come this way. And then if it gets worse, I'll have a division come around and up this way. So, we'll see. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just killing me, guys. I'm telling you, man. Think about it. Literally every TV show, every movie is paused. And they're projecting this writer's strike to be a long time because the studios don't want to relinquish their money because, they need an extra couple $1 billion because, the executives need to have their billions of dollars. What they'll use it for, I don't know. Okay, so I see them here. They're facing this way. This is going to be a bad thing here. This river is going to be a natural barrier. Damn, I didn't even see this. I didn't even look at it. Alright. This is going to be a problem. The only thing I can think of is coming around their flank, but that's going to take time coming down this road and then moving an entire division around. But I'll have to do it. I'll have to have a division come around the flank. Everybody's using the same daggone road. So guess what happens when everybody starts using the same road and the same ford? Just the cohesion just breaks apart. Ahmed says it's just how humans are. They always want more. Yeah, but do you feel like there becomes a point where it's like, what? So people want more, right? Like, how do I say? It's kind of like drinking, right? You want more alcohol, right? Until you have enough. There is a point where there's enough, right? When you're completely drunk and you're about to pass out, that's enough, right? And it's the same thing with money, right? If you have enough money to buy everything on the planet multiple times over, you have enough money. Stop taking from other people that don't have it. And it drives me nuts. And it's just like, and and this kind of greed leads to their downfall in the end. I think it's going to lead not to their downfall, to our downfall, to be honest with you. Because if you look 10, 20 years down the road, AI is going to replace a good chunk of the jobs. We're talking truck driving jobs, we're talking taxis. There's not going to be a need for an Uber driver when AI. Now, at this point, right now, AI, uh, riderless cars, right, driverless cars is not there yet. But in 10, 20 years, it will be, right? And eventually, they're gonna just say, all right, well, we don't need drivers anymore. In fact, drivers will be more of a liability than anything. Uh, and then you can say the same thing with on top of drivers. You're gonna say, all right, well, we don't need delivery people. We can, and they're already doing this stuff. Amazon has not RVs, but they got like these robots about this big and this big, and they're already trying these out in multiple California towns, where this little rover actually goes to your house, opens it up, and you grab it, or it puts it on your porch or something like that. Aerial ones, Amazon's actually a little bit behind. Apparently, Walmart's a little bit better with them on the aerial deliveries. Apparently, um, but it's getting there, and it's slowly getting there, and eventually 10, 20 years it will get there, and replace those jobs. People are going to say, well, it's going to AI is going to open up more jobs. It's not. AI is the end. AI is the end of the line for pretty much everything. It's just a matter of time before AI will replace pretty much most of the jobs, from policing to, I mean, think about it. Everything is a liability with a human being, right? This is one thing you learn in the military. Liability with human beings, right? It's less liability to have a, a robot do it, right? Some kind of drone or what have you, because they're more reliable. Um, they won't make the mistakes like humans will, and so on. If you want to read more about it, a lot of great engineers talk about it. Steve Wozniak, some of the people at OpenAI. If you want to dive more into it, but that's where it's going to happen. That's where it's all heading to, where AI is going to take these positions. There we go. Good. All right, beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna have to move these guys here. Yeah. So, like I said, it's just gonna be a matter of time before these jobs, these positions get filled, and you know, there. So much so that they are. I got a bloody fly there. There are stopping legislation that is supported by both houses of Congress. Yes, one of the few legislations that Republicans and Democrats can get together, right? Which is the monopolies of Apple and Amazon, App Store, stuff like that. I think Senator Klobuchar, I believe her name is, set up something similar to a European law where you have to have you need app. Good example is Apple needs to open up the iPhone, right, to third-party app stores, or at least allow users to download apps from the web, right? And got huge support, but the bill died. And I was wondering why the bill didn't go any further. And I was listening to a tech podcast, and they were talking about why it didn't go any further. One of the senators was saying, lobbyists. I was like, lobbyists? He was like, yep. I was just like, you would not believe the amount. He said, you would not believe the amount of lobbyists Apple and Amazon have in DC. And I was stunned. I mean, I know they have a lot of lobbyists, but daggone, man. Like, lobbying needs to be illegal. Like, if it comes to the point where it's ceasing legislation that both houses support, it needs to go away. But the thing about it is, it won't ever go away, because that's how they get these little congressmen and senators get these little trips. You know, good example is the whatever his name is. Patrick Dockery says, "What am I drinking? I'm drinking something called Sober Carpenter. It's an IPA. It's from Vermont, I think. Yeah, Waterbury. If everybody gets replaced, nobody earns money to buy products. It doesn't make sense as an economic system. It's impossible to predict." Well, the thing about it is, if everybody gets replaced, I'm not going to say everybody's going to get replaced. Like, you know, there are going to be some jobs out there, but a fraction of what they are today. The rich people are not going to care. To be honest, they're not going to care. They have their money as long as their way of life is not tarnished in any uh, facet, which means getting their boats. So people that make boats, they're going to make money. It's basically the worker class is going to be replaced by management. Management is going to have a small amount of staff, enough to keep AI, robots, mechanics working so they can make a profit. It's going to be a very slim working class. And trust me, if you go to and if that was the fact, right? If executives said, well, we're not going to replace, the working class. We're not going to rely on AI. They would stop um, the transition. They would stop making drones. They would stop putting all this money that they would have in drones into these rovers that go there, driverless cars, driverless trucks. They would stop it, but they're not. They're fully investing it. They're putting money upon money on top of money into it. And you get rid of truck drivers, that's a large population right there. What are they going to do? Where are they going to move over to? Population is only increasing. So the amount of jobs is decreasing, the amount of population is increasing. It's going to lead to something bad. And I'm almost 40 years old. So I've had my day in the sun. I'm going to move this guy around. I had my day in the sun. But what I'm worried for is my kids. That's what I'm worried for. That's what I'm really worried about. I'm worried about my kids because they're going to be dealing with this stuff way after I'm gone. You know, they're going to be ones struggling for jobs, getting education, all that stuff because college is going up. It's getting tougher and tougher. Me and my friend on Facebook we're talking about this is how much $100 buys you at Walmart. Wow. And she had like two bags with maybe a dozen items in there, right? And same thing for us, right? We put in maybe a dozen or so items, $100 easy. So it's like $300 a week for groceries and stuff here. And people are like, well, that's because, uh, you know, uh, inflation and all that. But if you track the way inflation, where it came from, right? If you look back and you do the reading and you do read up on some documentaries, PBS and such, you'll see that after the what do you call it, the 2008 financial crisis, by them putting such low rates on borrowing, right? It it was great for traders, it was great for the wealthy class, but it was something that in the end was going to hurt the working class, and it did. But anyway, I'm not going to try to get into like too much into it because it gets me upset. It really pisses me off, to be honest. But it just it's a pain in the neck that we have to deal with this stuff. Rich people are, and I'll be honest, like wealthy people are the most evil people on the planet. They are, and you can be like, hey, that's the American thing, that's the American dream, all this other bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I've had friends, family that were blue collar. Once they made that $1 million, right, had that seven figures in the bank account, you see them change, and it's every single one of them. Or if I hang, or when I hung out on Wall Street, right, how cheap. By the way, don't ever give your money to somebody on Wall Street that's running your portfolio. Don't ever. If you want to know why, go to a bar around Wall Street on Friday night. You'll see why. Go to the bathroom, especially. You'll see so much powder in there. Psh, it's freaking scary that these people do that kind of run billions and trillions of dollars, and they are high as a kite, man, and cheap, very cheap people. It's funny when you have somebody that's making millions of dollars skipping out on bar tabs. It's just like, wow, really? It's just okay. Having my other friends having a and me having to pick it up. Where did he go? He's outside. What do you mean he's outside? Yeah, he's outside. I was like, all right, well, I guess he's outside making a phone call. We go to the next bar, does the same thing. Okay. Next bar, same thing. And it becomes a running joke, you know. And it's not just that person rich, right? You just have all these. One guy. I'm just gonna end it there. I'm not gonna freaking stress myself out. Anyway, back to this game here. So I got the whole Reb army here. So we're looking at. Just saw this commander here. So what? It's 1 division, 2 division, 3 division, 4 divisions. So I'm definitely gonna have Howard come up this way. So this battle is gonna take a while to get into place because I want to flank them up this way. Have an army come out this way, army, and an army. So it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna take losses, man. I'm gonna take losses. And my boys are gonna be tired. Yeah, disrupted. I mean, I got another core coming down, but they're gone. They're taking their sweet time. Let's go, guys. Do you guys think I can take on this entire Confederate army with just 15,000, or should I wait for the big chunk to come down? Patrick Dockery says it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to. I like that. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It's just it gets you angry when you think about it. And I try not to think about it, but when you're like I was watching Endgame, and by the way, Quantum Mania, Ant-Man is on what do you call it? Disney Plus. Ain't gonna be a new Marvel movie for a minute. I was really looking forward to the new Avengers movie, which I believe is called. I mean, it deals with Kang. If you guys are not familiar with Kang, you got to watch Quantum Mania and Loki season 1. Um, this is gonna be epic. And there's so many freaking Easter eggs in these movies. Um, so many things that make you go like, "What?" I saw something on TikTok that deals with Captain America. The what do you call it? The Captain America from Winter Soldier, right? Not the new Captain America. Originally the Falcon. That Captain America. If you guys saw Endgame, at the end he was dancing with. I forgot her name. Oh crap! They're moving. Who the frack is shooting? I know they don't got any good bullets or good rifles, so I don't know who they're shooting at. Oh, yeah, they're shooting at him. Interesting. They're shooting at him? How the frack? Is it their artillery that's doing it? Anyway, so back to what I was saying. If you guys saw with I think it was Becky. I forgot the old woman's name, but he was dancing with her in like the 50s when he came back from Endgame. Um, apparently something happens. This is rumor. Something happens and Kang is involved that Captain America might not have survived long after that dance. It's some really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. And it's very exciting. Very exciting. Well, it looks like the Confederates are reorganizing. Alright, so I got one division coming down there. Alright, I gotta start focusing on this. So I got two divisions there. These guys are taking forever, man. I should have probably put another division down this pike. Where's Howard? Oh crap, this is a long... What the frack are you doing? Look what he's trying to do here. Is this Howard? Of course it's Howard. Only the Stu-Nod Howard would do this. Well, thanks, Howard, for screwing up my plans here. I appreciate it. Very much so. Shoot. This is a little... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is getting too much. There's I think, way too many Confederates here that I'm seeing than I saw before. I'm getting a little worried here, guys. I'm going to start pulling them back. I don't want to lose, like, thousands of men. I can't afford, honestly, to lose thousands of men. I said fall back, not turn around and retreat. Look at it. He's just Stu-Nod. Run, you doom. Of course, Howard's all the way in the back. Why? Yeah. You're going to get relieved, my friend. You know what's amazing? I had Howard positioned here, right? And when I did it, originally, it was like this. But then somewhere he decided along the way to be like, well, we're going to actually go this way because it's easier. I'm like, yeah, because the Confederate Army will just move over. I got my cannons. Oh, this is not good. Why are you... Morale so bad? What the frack? Concentrate on the counter battery fire. I can't believe you just gave up, my friend. I just can't believe that. This is another thing I hate about this game is I love this game, but I hate it sometimes because it's like, look at this. You can't, and I know that it's because this terrain feature is messing up, but I mean, even if you position the guys here, why is it being positioned here and the guys... Gosh damn it. Give me 1 second. I gotta close the door, because daggone. I have to close the door because daggone, they get loud, man. Alright. is getting tough. So we're engaging their detachments. I lost 2 artillery batteries. Jeez, my gosh. This is bad. Bad mojo. Why was he facing the other way? Look at this. This guy's facing this way too. Why? Bugs. I'm going to issue skirmishers. I guess you can't do skirmishing. Start picking at them Confederates from the rear. Hopefully this... Jeez, they have so many troops, guys. The other thing I'm worried about is, like... I don't know. Remember that army that I saw that was coming from the west? I don't know if they can get involved in this. Like, if they can get involved in this, that's bad, man. Oh, crap. Bring the army down here. Oh, this is tough, man. This is tough, tough, tough. I'm going to move you down here, just in case to support my right flank. Oh, man, this is like 2 divisions right here. They have a really good spot. And I'm very, very delicate right now. I'm very, like... One, because, honestly, I only have, what, 1 artillery battery, 4 guns? I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, you can have your infantry take up the guns. I can, I know. But at the same time, look at my infantry, guys. There's not a lot. So I got this division heading south. I think I'm going to have Howard head south, too. So I have 2 divisions heading south. This is tight. This is very concerning, I'll be honest with you. Like, this here is a freaking... Ooh, what are they pushing for? Detachment's not a big deal. Oh, you're moving that way? Okay. I'm gonna... Why can't I push out skirmishers, dude? Oh, strength not sufficient for a detachment. Oh my gosh. You know you don't have good brigades when you don't... When you can't even put out skirmishers. That's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh my. Oh my gosh. I am in a really bad spot, guys. Really bad spot. Am I causing any casualties here? 15, they took out 30 of my guys. Mama. Alright, I'm gonna call back my... I guess I can't call back my skirmishes. There we go. Alright, call them back. Call them back! Man, it's gonna take a while before these guys get into position. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, you're Russian, you're Russian. Are we winning? That's a good question, man. I have no idea. I rush into stuff and I Like, all right, well, I can take out the enemy with just 15,000, and then I look at the enemy and I'm like, no, no, I might need to wait, kind of thing. Come on, back up. So I have Hancock here. I'm moving Howard that way. So eventually I'll have some forces coming up on their flank. I got a whole division facing them this way. Ammunition is down to 90%, so this is frickin' bad, man. I'm gonna need every bullet I can get. Screw it. I'm gonna have to reduce these brigades even further so I can get some artillery. Guys. Let me see who's in charge. I got B, Juniors, 7,500. Jeez, these are tight divisions. I got Smith's division here, Cooper's division. These are big freaking armies, man. And then Johnson's division, which is the smallest. So the core of their army is here. So I'm hoping to do is break them here, right? As this is the smallest. If I could break them here, I can attack here, bring some forces here, up here, and just... And this is another thing I don't like about the game. You can't get this entire group to surrender. They won't. They'll walk past your lines to the exit points on the map. I'm gonna have my boys lay down. Come on! I know I issued them an order to get out of Dodge, and they still don't listen. You gotta wait a while. Otherwise, if you move out of that unit, they're gonna be like... They're just gonna cancel that order that you issued. Stop moving, dude. You know what? I don't trust him to make this decision. The only problem about moving this army here, this division, is for a runner to get from here all the way to him is gonna be a minute. It ain't gonna be quick. That's for dang sure. Come on, guys, move your butts. Alright, counter battery fire. I want you to smoke their artillery. I need to push their artillery off. I'm hoping I can knock them out. Oh, man, you guys are taking too long to move. lost 220 men already. That's a lot, considering I only have 14,000. Dude, you need to listen to me. Go away. Issuing the same bloody order to the same guy 1,000 times. He's out of ammo, too. Nice, okay. So that detachment went back. No, 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 no. See, they don't listen, man, and it pisses me off. I don't understand why it takes so long for them to do the bloody order. Alright, looks like we're doing good. What are you, stupid? Why you... So you cross the river into Confederate space in order to cross over the river again. Alright, I'm gonna have these guys fall back. Alright. I have 3rd Division fully engaged now. They're moving the South Carolinians back. Yeah, South Carolina can't handle the heat. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you moving that way? You're stupid. Look at this. Look at this. Why are you doing that? I told him to hit here. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go inside the building. No, you stupid. Sometimes this game just drives me fracking nuts, guys. Honestly, for the love of... And I know some of you guys are like, dude, you should wait. You should engage. But I'm not a patient person. Should know this about me already. Alright. I'm bringing more artillery down on them. I hope this is just a detachment, jeez. You're within range, why don't you fire, dude? Ah! He's falling. The Massachusetts State Militia is not holding very well. Apparently, under artillery fire, all this stuff. I should focus on them. Whoa, look at these buildings, guys! Oh, I love this animation. It's like the buildings falling apart. Oh, I think I lost the brigade. Yep, I did. This guy's not going to recover from this. Morgan. Somebody named Morgan. Alright. Guys, it's getting rough. It's getting rough. Oh, I got 4,900 men. Let's put them right here. I got another 3,000 men here. Move them into position. It's getting violent right now. It's getting violent. I wish I had some artillery. Very good, my friend. Oh, I'm at 2x, that's why. Alright, yeah, start heading up this way. As long as no Confederates come down this road, I'm good. It's tight, though. You guys can see it's getting a little rough. Alright, I'm gonna have these guys get to medium range, because I don't want to waste bullets. And they're breaking here. Oh my gosh, those are only skirmishes I'm dealing with. I'm not even dealing with the main body. Oh gosh. Look at this. I don't even have that much ammunition. I'm down to 16 rounds. I'm not even fighting an actual brigade. These are detachments. I'll pull you guys back. I can't afford this. I can't. When these brigades don't have bullets, it's a problem. It's a problem. And it's not a good problem either. Alright, I'm gonna have my Cav boys. No, I'm not gonna do that because he's gonna actually. The AI is so stupid, he'll probably cross the battlefield right in front and get slaughtered. Dude, when I issue an order, follow it, please. They don't listen, man. I'm gonna replace McDowell. Watch. Damn, 39 rounds, 30 rounds, and I'm just dealing with a detachment, not even a frickin'. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Alright, I'm gonna put both army commanders right on top of each other. Hopefully they can give bonuses out like candy. Because I'm gonna need it. 350 men KIA'd. What scares me is this. This is like, I don't know, 14,000 straight up. And then another 5,000 here. It's very scary. Jeez, man. 14 rounds. 28 rounds. Alright, I'm gonna do bombardment. Focus on these guys. I'm hoping they... This is tight, guys. This is very, very scary. Oh, man. Some of you guys still have muskets. Seriously? I thought I upgraded everybody to rifled muskets. Apparently not. See if I can flank these guys. I got 3 brigades hitting one of their brigades, and I'm still not being able to push them. 202 men lost there. Gosh. Get some medium range, guys. Come on. Long range, you're not going to hit nothing. The AI keeps changing out my stuff, man. I tell you, medium range, the AI is like, yeah, we're going to go back to long range. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm hoping with these 2 new divisions a full 9,000 men that they can replace these divisions that are in the field and commit. I want them to punch the Confederates in the face and hurt them badly. We're going to move down to short range. I need to make every bullet count. Hopefully, maybe... Jeez, 22 rounds. So, explain this to me. I guess he has to use the ford, but wouldn't it be smarter to come around this way? Yeah, you're gonna use the... Do me a favor, for G's sake. Alright, I got Hancock here with 2,600 men. His men are gonna be the brunt that hits this. Push them, boys. Alright, we knocked out a detachment. That's always good. Ahmed says, where's the air support? Yeah, how do you resupply the troops? So the way you resupply the troops, unfortunately, so this is one thing I hope they fix in this game, is you can't resupply the troops until nightfall, which is quite a ways away, considering this is November, it's 07 hours. It's probably going to be like 1900 hours before my brigades. I know, it's stupid. It's a stupid rule. It's like, hey, you guys can't get resupplied until it's night. Like, who came up with that? Let's see if I can order a charge. Actually, you know what? Forget it. No, we're not doing a charge. If I can... I don't know. I don't want the artillery just to eat me up. At the same time... And they got a nice couple thousand men there. Why are you moving? Whoa, why are you moving? Oh, he's attached to the frackin'... Ah, shoot. Forgot he's attached to the actual brigade. That's my bad on my part. Alright, so since I have the 8,000 men, we're going to put them into action now. So, I'm going to have him move first. And now move another... Oh, man, he's not going to do well. Pull back. Good, very good. Alright, I have this brigade come up. So that's 3,000 men I'm throwing into the mix here. Once these guys start moving, I'll move Hancock's division in. Very good. I have soldiers on this end here. I'm going to move the 1st Division in. I'm going to start coming up under their soft underbelly. We're going to punch him right in the gut. See how he does. Oh! Colonel Day couldn't handle it. Ah, shoot. You're going to get flanked, my friend. You're getting flanked. running out of ammo. Where's that brigade that I put into the field? Oh my gosh. I told them to move here. Guess what? They moved 3 yards and they said we're gonna just start shooting. Did I ask you to shoot? I just wish they would follow my fracking orders, man. I wonder if this is what happened during the Civil War, you know? You had, like, the commander on his horse, and he's just like, do what I'm telling you to do, you know? This is not part of the realism part, like the actual function of the programming. This is just that you issued an order here, enemy unit fired on it, so it stopped moving. So you gotta stay with the unit until, I don't know, a minute for the order to go through. So like I can't not unselect this unit. Jeez. Are you done? Are you moving? Jeez. I'm just engaging detachments, and they're barely taking any losses. This must be some kind of slope or something. Because they're like running. They're running and shooting, that's why. You see them going like this. Mama. Alright. It's time to turn around. Seriously, guys, I don't have time to stay with each unit. Just freaking please, for the love. Just follow my orders. Please. Surprised the buildings are still standing. It's 8 o'clock already, jeez. Come on. Send your freaking rider. You have to wait for the rider to actually leave the HQ, make its way here, to issue a charge order. Come on! That's another thing in this game I don't like. Come on! Watch what happens. It goes to charge and then it flips back. I don't know why it does that. It drives me nuts. Alright, I think we're about to issue the main orders for every division to go in. We're pushing them hard. Dude, you just didn't follow it. I didn't even deselect from the unit, and they were just like, nah, screw you, I'm not following your order. Stupid. Oh, man, there's so many things in this game that need to get fixed. Seriously, I'm not even playing. Look at this. Come on! Every little bit of terrain affects your placement of your units. Alright, alright. I think I'm doing good, guys. What do you guys think? Come on, tell me some good news. I'm moving Hancock's boys in. I'm moving Howard. Oh no, who's this? Kawada. Alright, you see them moving now. Come on, guys. Come on, this is the third time I'm issuing this fracking order. Please, for the love. Alright, I knocked out one of their artillery batteries. This is getting tight, guys. Getting very tight. See, he's still not listening. What the? This 2,300 man brigade is already falling apart. Look at that. They're collapsing already. I don't know how that's possible. They're just being ripped apart. Beautiful. I like what I'm seeing, guys. I really am liking what I'm seeing. Except you. Why didn't you move up here? I gave you the order. You need to listen. But look at this, guys. I mean, this is good. This is good. So, my point was to do like this, right? Obviously, I'm doing that. The 5,000 men here are falling apart. I need another division here. These forces here. I'm gonna move the 3rd Brigade over here to support the attack here. But I got their main brigade, my main brigade, that freaking 5,000 men that came from the north, just collapsing on them. Oh, they got another brigade over here, fresh. And then once these guys get into position, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Alright, they're moving now, I can move this guy. So now with, who is this? This is Howard? I think it's Howard. He's gonna push in, attack them from the side here. Hancock from here. Another division here, another 5,000 men coming down from here. I think they're gonna break. I think they're gonna break like a crack of eggs. Yeah, I think they're done. See, I told the artillery, go here. What does the artillery do? No, doesn't do it. Yeah, all their men that were here, those 10,000 men, they're all breaking. And my boys only have muskets. Muskets! It's beautiful, guys. I don't know if I could have orchestrated this any better than I see it now. I mean, maybe better, because these soldiers here, they're not feeling any weight. And they need to feel weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these guys go here. And I'm going to bring the 3rd Brigade over here. And that should be it. That should end this battle. The only thing about this battle, guys, is we're going to have to do it again. like, after this battle's done, this army retreats, they're going to bring in another army of 20,000 men. Because remember, the Confederates outnumber 2 to 1 in the entire continent. Again, stupid, but it is what it is. Jeez, you're out of ammo already. I want everybody to go down to short range. Short, medium, whatever. Whatever is good for you guys. As long as you give me, as long as you win me battles. My boys here are almost out of ammo. I thought that was a brand new Confederate army coming this way. I would have a little freak out, just a little one, not a big one. He got another 2,500 men in as a reserve. I would probably put them in, but AI is AI. See, the only thing is they won't surrender. Even if I capture all these guys, like I surround them, they won't surrender. Shoot, he's already not doing too well, huh? 731. Jeez. I'm gonna pull back some of my units here. These guys, some of these guys are in not the best of shape. But I broke them. That's it. It's done. They are done. I mean, just in the nick of time, because I don't have the... This battery didn't move. Of course they didn't move. This is like the third time... Oh, why aren't you guys doing your fracking water? You're taking so long doing anything. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, fire bombardment. Everybody do bombardment. Get closer. I wish they would retreat already. I mean, at this point, wouldn't you retreat? I mean, when you're surrounded like this, you have this brigades. I mean, their only hope is to go south, right? What the frack is this? What the frack is this? That's weird. I'll have you guys go this way. I guess it was that brigade that was running away. Look at this guy, Beat Junior. He's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how long they're gonna take. I mean, we're obliterating them, but they're still like holding on. They still think there's hope in this. I only got a few rounds for this division. I don't have much. Start heading down here. Jeez! Williams is taking a frackin' heavy losses. Howard's gonna go help him out a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on, guys! Look at this, 250 casualties. That's it. I'm firing at them from every side. You would think. I have like 400 men. Another what? 300 men. So what? Like 6, 7. 2,000 men shooting at this guy from every side. Only took 300 losses. I'm attributing that to just, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I know you're out of ammo. Finally, they're breaking. But they're going the wrong way. They're walking into the line of fire. Hancock did good. Very good. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I just love seeing the blue surround the red. Yeah, you better walk away with those horses. Uh-oh. Slack's brigade whipped out. Enemy has disintegrated. Whoa! Beautiful. That was like 2,000 men. I love it. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. That's the way. I'm gonna move, You're gonna stand by. Your troops took too many losses. Everybody's exhausted. Everybody's like, we're done. We're done. Can we just end this? I mean, it's up to you guys, man. You guys are the ones that are like, hey, we could still win. We could still win. Nah, you can't. See if I can trap them. I doubt I can, but we'll see. I wish if you controlled the roads around the Confederates, like if you control this road, and that road, they surrender. Obviously, you're not going to run into the fields. Maybe you will. I don't know. The other thing that I wish, like, so there's been many battles where I took all the guns from the Confederates, and it doesn't replicate on the campaign map. In fact, the Confederates still keep the guns. It's just weird, man. So it's like, you capture the guns. Yeah, did I? No. Okay. Oh. They got this one brigade that won't quit. So I'm going to put everybody in. Everybody. You got a bullet in your pocket, you better fire it. Oh man, they got a 2,000 man brigade. Come on, break them, boys. I'm surprised they didn't order retreat yet. This is like ridiculous that they still think they're gonna win. Like, they're done. It's over. The battle's over. You got like 2,000 men compared to my 24,000. And they're still like, yeah, we can win. I think. Maybe. This is like the Battle of Gettysburg. You remember where everybody's like going for the wall and just like literally the entire line just falling. That's what's happening here. And they're still like, yeah, we're gonna keep going. I guess they're trying to make it for this road? I don't know. Surrender for the... Do I really gonna have to bring more troops in? Like, seriously? Just surrender. Your last two brigades are about to break. This is Beauregard, so maybe because it's Beauregard, I don't know. Fire! I don't know. They didn't even order a retreat yet. I don't know if they're gonna try to reform or what, but... Well, I got Grant chasing him with the New York State Militia. Nice. Alright, that's it. So, what? I mean, what happens now? I don't understand. Are you gonna reform? Is that what's happening? Is that why you're not retreating? Alright, I'm gonna have Howard come down here. Because I have a feeling they're gonna try to reform or something. Because this doesn't seem right. Oof. There we go. Alright, so I guess they're... Better late than never, huh? Alright, let's just run this clock quick. I don't want to wait here and just pick at them. Alright, enemy withdrew. They lost 5,000 men. I lost 2,600. So, some guy named Sibley. I thought it was Beauregard. Alright, so they lost all their guns. I lost 5 of my guns. So I should have more. I should have 5 more than I began with. But this should reduce their number to 21,000. And my guys to... What? Around 21,000. So it's roughly 21,000 now. But the most important thing here, guys, is the fact this is a minor victory. In 1861, this is a big victory. Come on, stop. Anyway, the enemy believed to have lost 5,000 men. So, but remember, Remember, the income tax will decrease the citizens' private wealth, while corporate tax will be collected from any profits of private corporations. You know, I remember South Carolina State Militia withdraws support for the Rebel Cause waivers. Yeah, that's what I like to see. They suffered, 5,000. We suffered 2,600. Yeah, so. All right, good stuff, good stuff. The only problem with all this is, guys, is this. We won, but, uh, his army's down to 12,000 now. He has 8,000. And guess who's coming? The army of the Shenandoah now. It's like, all right, we won, but did we? Because now another 22,000 men are coming. And I don't know how to stop them. Alright, so this thing is calling me. What can I buy? What can I buy? Nothing. Corn is king. Finance the logistical effort of selling crops to Europe. Increasing relations with the European powers. What's interventions? 20%. I'm not doing that. I'd rather save the money. Once they get around 40%, then I'll consider it more of a serious thing. But are you still coming? Yeah, you are. Uh-oh. It says they're on a train, but... Oh my gosh. They're bringing up another 8,000 fresh troops. And with the army of the Shenandoah, we're looking at 30,000 compared to my 21,000. We're always outnumbered. Always. Like, we barely have... And nobody wants to join the army, still. By the time Wallace gets there with 15,000 men, it's... Alright, so it's winter now. It's snowing, which is good. So they might actually hold off any major offensive action. I still can't get Annapolis. When am I getting Annapolis? I'm almost there. And these armies, forget about it. Hate this readiness. What is this? Construction completed. Alright, let's start building stuff. Look at this. All this economic alarm is very low at 48%. Workforce is just garbage, man. Let me see if I can, like, build a workforce somewhere else for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Buffalo? Workforce available, 78%. So let's build some stuff here. Right? What do you guys think? What should I build? That's the thing. I forgot what builds the guns. This includes small arms, artillery, ammunition. Alright, so that builds... Yeah, let's do ironworks. Alright, so built the ironworks there. Rochester, 86% workforce. So again, we're going to build... let's see. What is this? I'm assuming I need this. So let's build this there. I know you need that kind of stuff. Workforce available is big there. So again, let's do factories. New York got a lot of big cities here. A lot of big cities. Yeah. What the heck can mills do? I know I need that for rifles. Alright, so I built a bunch of stuff. Hopefully that's going to help. I would like to build it out west, but, you know, you have the Confederates running around like a freaking nut job. Oh, crap. Alright, we're looking at... Oh, this is nothing. Apparently the South Carolina State Militia is fighting again. I got 17 guns, apparently. The morale of the Grand Army is done. I don't know how that's possible. We just won a battle. Army of Tennessee, Army of the Potomac. Jeez, my gosh. They filled 11,000 men. Why would they attack me with 11,000 men against my 20,000 men? Does that make sense? Alright, I'm going to close this out, guys, because I got to help with the kids. And then I also want to play that World War I game. In fact, I actually got to buy a Star Trek game. I forgot about that. Comes out on Tuesday, Star Trek Resurgency on the Epic Game Store, Origin Game Store. First new Star Trek game in a long time. It's, I think made by the same team that did the Walking Dead game. Telltale Games, if you guys are not familiar. Alright. Defend your position. Good. Alright, so obviously, this is stupid. Why am I going to defend my position against a smaller force? Alright, I'm going to save it here, see what happens. I don't know. I don't know why the AI is attacking me with 11,000 men. I've doubled their number. You're supposed to go in at the minimum with 3 to 1, but whatever. Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's so dark in here. Alright, catch you guys in the next one. See you.